The Deep Black Rite. Episode 3, The Heartline Breaks. Segment 1, The Final Push. July 1743. The sun baked the ridge above Blackreach, but below ground the heat was worse. With every new foot dug into the Heartline, the temperature climbed. The men worked in shifts now, never more than 20 at a time. The air grew too thick, too warm, too alive. Sweat vanished before it could fall. Breaths came short and ragged. The coal no longer looked like coal. It was dense, oily, threaded with veins of crimson that caught torchlight and held it, as though the rock remembered fire. Elias forbade lanterns past a certain marker. The vein provides its own light. And it did. As they neared the final wall, a glow began to pulse behind the stone. Dull, arterial. The picks rang differently here, not sharp, wet like striking flesh. Callum led one of the shifts. The ledger had been abandoned days ago. The mountain measured itself now. Every swing of his pick sent tremors up his arms, not just through bone, through something deeper, something that answered. Each evening, Isabel appeared at the working face. She moved among the men like mist, placed her palm against the glowing stone, closed her eyes and smiled. Soon, she whispered. The men pretended not to hear. On the morning of the breakthrough, Duncan and Fergus cleared the last timber supports themselves. Their movements were perfectly synchronized, two parts of one machine. Elias waited at the rear, obsidian blade in hand, already wet. Moira remained above. Callum felt it before anyone spoke. The vein throbbed. Once, twice, like a heartbeat quickening. Segment 2, Breach. The final strike came from Fergus. The wall did not crack. It tore. A low, wet sound echoed through the tunnel. A fissure opened. Red light spilled out, thick as blood. The men froze. The scent followed. Copper, rot, something sweet, something ancient. The rock around the fissure began to shift. Fractures spread like skin, splitting over muscle. Then the vein moved. Not illusion, and not torch-stricken. It pulsed, swelled, contracted, alive. Elias stepped forward. Stand aside. He pressed both hands to the crack. The crimson light flared. Slowly, deliberately, he traced a sigil, the same one carved above Malcolm Kerr's corpse. The rock responded. The fissure widened. Its edges curled back like peeled flesh. Beyond it lay a chamber, vast. The ceiling vanished into shadow. The floor sloped downward toward a central mass, a colossal tube of crimson black tissue. 10 feet across, embedded in living stone, it undulated, breathing. Smaller tendrils branched outward, threading through the rock walls. All of them pulsed together. Pools of dark liquid gathered where they touched the floor. Viscous, gleaming, men retched behind Callum. One dropped his pick and ran. No one stopped him. He never reached the surface. Isabel stepped forward. She knelt before the mass, pressed her forehead to it. The tube quivered. A low hum filled the chamber. Not sound, pressure. The Heartline, Elias said, never coal. It is the vessel. Segment 3, The Feeding. The family moved as one. Duncan and Fergus dragged the fleeing man back. His struggles were weak, his eyes already empty. Ropes bound him. Elias turned to Callum. You will witness, then you will choose. The man was laid before the Heartline. Isabel produced a vial, dark, steaming, Moira's draught. She forced it between his lips, and his body convulsed, then stilled. Elias sliced the man's wrist. Blood flowed, too thick, too dark. It did not pool, it moved, drawn toward the nearest tendril. The tendril lifted, touched the blood, drank. The heartline pulsed brighter. A ripple traveled upward into darkness. Something vast sighed. One by one the remaining men were brought forward. Some fought, some did not. Each gave blood. Each time the heartline drank. New tendrils extended, probing the stone, seeking. Callum stood apart, trembling. Isabel took his hand, placed it against the pulsing surface. It was alive, hot. Visions exploded behind his eyes. Continents joined, mountains unbroken, colossal forms sleeping between worlds. Then the split, millennia of waiting, and the call. Blood answering stone. They know you now, Isabel whispered. Segment 4, The Mark. Silence followed the last offering. The heartline had swollen. Its veins glowed brighter, satisfied. For now, Elias faced Callum. The rite requires full lineage. You must give willingly. Callum stepped forward, took the blade. He cut above the heart. Blood welled. He pressed the wound to the heart line. Pain, ecstasy, understanding without words. More, deeper, soon. The mass shuddered. A thin tendril emerged. It wrapped gently around Callum's wrist. It did not drink. It burned. A sigil etched itself into his skin, precise, permanent. Elias nodded. It is done. As they ascended, the mark pulsed with Callum's heartbeat. Above ground, the sun bled across the ridges. A wolf howled, then another. Below, the heartline beat stronger, and far deeper still, something immense shifted in its sleep, dreaming now of waking.
Okay, that is the end of episode 3. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. More episodes soon to come.